So it's 5 o'clock in the morning. This is what I wake up to. My canopy is totally folded in. So I guess this was not a good idea. I gotta figure out a way to remove this. Alrighty, this is how my day is starting. My wife said at 4 o'clock this morning that it was okay. It's 5:30 now, so I don't know how long it's been like this, but yeah, not looking good already. Alright, so we got it peeled off of there. Of course, I can't move it any further than that because all the snow's piled up in the icy rain. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but it's raining ice now. But it's just going to have to stay there until things thaw out, or until it gets a little bit lighter. So, yep. Don't do that, folks. It's not going to work. Not in freezing rain. I guess just the weight of the snow. I'll come up with a better plan next time. So it's 6 o'clock and I'm inside my canopy shed, and as you can see, I'm starting to bow in from the weight of this snow and ice. So I tried cutting the heat on. I've got a propane heater over there, but my lighter quit working, so I'm not sure if you can hear the snow sliding off of this thing as I push up. I guess I'm gonna have to come out here and do this ever so often, because if this caves in, I thought rain was a big mess. I'm gonna have a huge mess in here with snow. So I need to come in here. I'm gonna come back in here. I'm gonna get a lighter that works. Come back in here and put all this stuff away that's on this table. It was left from our last job. I'm going to leave that light on. That's a 100-watt LED light. I don't know if it'll stay warm in here or not, but we're going to try. Alrighty, we'll continue on with our day. So hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Monday. 2 days. Well, the storm, ice storm, snowstorm, whatever you want to call it, started on Saturday, and this is Monday morning, and we were actually pretty lucky. So despite my problems with the my neighbor over there, with the canopy, everything has gone pretty good. Switch y'all around here. So we ended up getting another tarp for our kitty city. Tried to insulate it a little bit better because it's gonna be down in the low one-digit numbers. But it stayed a constant 45 degrees in there, which is pretty good. There's what's left over of my canopy there. My heating unit has been doing good, so I think I might come out here in a little while and pour some water over top of that. But I don't know why. It's probably just going to refreeze again. So, but it's been working okay. So I don't know. I don't think the canopy was really needed. So yeah, we got about 3 inches of snow in itself, and I don't know how much ice we got, but this morning I could walk out on it, and I'm a good 340 pounds, and I wasn't even breaking through the snow. So the canopy yesterday, which is why I didn't record much, I had to go out every hour on the hour and get the snow, and it was mainly the ice off of the canopy because it was stretching so bad. Right now, I've got to get my doors unfrozen. My wife is actually working from home today. They gave her a laptop. She was not happy about that at all, because they're saying it's probably going to take about maybe 2 or 3 days before people get to the secondary roads. Fortunately, and I've been really blessed, my road is fairly clear, and even though I live in, I call it it's not the boonies, but I call it the country. It's not near the city, but it's close enough to the city where I can be in the Richmond and 20 minutes in my hometown in like 10-15 minutes. But through that wood line there is where they used to take all the bad boy juveniles when they would screw up. It was kind of like juvenile jail. It's something else now. But anyway, they actually have their own staff to clear, because it's way back in the woods there. They have their own staff to clear that road, and when they clear that road, because I guess they're considered essential workers for whatever goes on back there now, they clear our road all the way to the main road. So if the main road is clear, we're good. But getting out this driveway is a little bit of a challenge, because this driveway actually goes up. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to see if we can unfreeze these locks on her car, and because she's going to be the primary driver. She has to go to work. I don't know if they're going to let him go to work tomorrow or not. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing today. Yeah, really blessed that the storm took a little bit of a turn. I say a turn. We didn't get as much freezing rain as we did the sleet. So the freezing rain is what really causes havoc with the power loss. I have not lost power at all. Haven't used the generator, not the first time. And to be honest with you, from what they're saying, we're probably not going to lose power, which is unreal out where I live, because a twig can fall on the line and it seems like we lose power. We lose power out here all the time. I've just put up with it for 30 plus years, but of course now I got a generator, I'm not gonna lose power. But that's a good thing. I did fill it up, so I'm gonna have to drain it out. Once the weather gets a little nicer. I'm surprised I'm standing out here as long as I am, because I just can't take the cold anymore. So anyway, that's where we're at. Things are just going to get better, hopefully. And if for some reason the power does go out, we're all set to go. So, the other thing was, while I was in my shed, this is how my morning went yesterday. While I was in the shed, canopy shed there, getting the snow off, I actually, and I don't know how I did it, I tripped and fell into one of my propane tanks in there and put a 4-inch gash in my lower shin. And of course, wife was like, "Oh my God, you need to go to the hospital and get some stitches." And I'm like, "He ain't going to no hospital." And I'm not a person that likes stitches anyway. I just don't like to be stitched up. So we just bandaged it up really good and wrapped it in gauze, and it looks really good this morning. So I think it's going to heal fine. But yeah, it was like, first I got up and it was like the canopy tent was all messed up as far as when it was over the generator. Don't do that. Just to let y'all know, that was a bad idea. So I'm going to do something a little bit more constructive. And this one here, let me show you this one. This is for the generator. That little quick setup has held up pretty good. So, but like I say, I haven't had to use it. So, alrighty, appreciate you watching. Thanks a lot. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff over there. Appreciate it. So hey, Scruggs here. Just kind of wanted to throw this tip out. And y'all up north probably know all this anyway, but us people in the south, we don't usually get this kind of weather. And I wish I'd have shown this earlier, but door handles were frozen on my wife's car, which I'm sitting in right now. I'll give y'all what I'm looking at. And you know, the thing is, and as a mechanic, you really hate to see people spend money they don't have to. And the door handle's frozen on this car. Now this car has a system on it where you just walk up to it. It's keyless is what it is. You just walk up to it and it unlocks the car and locks the car. And if you also grab a little button on the inside of the handle, it will automatically unlock also, depending on how you have the system set up. Well, anyway, the handle's frozen, and I've had to replace so many handles on cars because people are just impatient. And I wish I had a thing to set this on. People so impatient at wanting to get to where they're going, and they end up breaking the handles off. Well, the handles on some of these, especially these newer cars, are really expensive. So the best thing you can do, everybody has probably got one of these in their house, is a hairdryer. Don't go online and look for all these quick, easy things of de-icer. And de-icer's okay, but if you can thaw it out, I say naturally, with a hairdryer, you're a whole lot better off. Now, it takes a while, or if you've got a heat gun. The only thing about a heat gun is you have to be careful because you don't want to mess the finish up on the handle. But a hairdryer and a little patience, just sit there and blow that hot air on that handle and in that door lock, and you're good to go. You know, I've seen so many people use stuff and just gum them up. Hot water, not a big no. Do not use hot water. You'll take a possibility of breaking the glass by accident or damaging the electronics in the handle itself. Easiest thing is a hairdryer, and then just kind of pull on the door a little bit until it breaks the seal of the door, and then you're good to go. Now, once you get the seal open, and you know, you can do things to that, like put silicone on it and that kind of thing, and that will help the door from refreezing overnight again. But if you can get hairdryer to dry out so that there's no moisture in it, as long as you don't have any more freezing rain or anything, then you're good. The other thing is, once you get the door open and you can get inside the car, I know it's cold, but just sit in the car, start it up, and rev the engine to about 3,000 RPMs, and just let the car run until it warms up. Now, while you're doing that, you want to cut your heat off. I know you're sitting in the car and it's cold, but the car warms up faster if it's not running through the heating system, through the heater core, which is what heats the inside of your car. Now, once your temperature comes up, you could hear the engine revved up on mine. I'm at, you know, half temperature now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take this thing, I'm gonna put it on defrost, which I got it on defrost, front and rear, and we're just gonna put it on high heat, and we're just gonna let the car sit here and run. And this will limit your time. You're not going anywhere, because, you know, you need to do this like before you have to be at work or wherever you have to be. Do this like an hour before, this is just the simplest way to do it. And just let the heat from inside the car do its thing. You know, it makes it a whole lot easier to scrape the windows, and you know, because it's all warm and it just kind of melts off, and you don't take risk of breaking glass. Glass on these newer cars is different from glass in the 2000s and before. They're making them thinner because of the cameras and everything that, you know, track your car on some of these newer cars. So just be careful and be smart. Take your time. Don't rush anything, and you'll be okay. The other thing is and I've seen this, not a lot, but throughout my career, I've seen people, they start their car and they go in the house and they just let their car run until the temperature comes up. The only problem with that is if you have an issue. A lot of these new cars have electronic fans, and if something was to go wrong and your fan quit working that cools the car down, your car will overheat. And when your car overheats, you burn an engine up. So your best bet is to sit in the car while it's running. And I know a lot of y'all people got these electronic starts, you know, because, you know, you don't want to sit in the car. And believe me, you do not want to have to pay for an engine because you had a failure in your electrical system. And I've seen that happen. It's not often, but you know, even if you do not have an electric fan, you've got a thing called a fan clutch, and it's got fluid in it, and that's what causes the fan to spin faster or slower depending on the temperature of the under hood area. So, and I've seen those fail, and they don't spin fast enough, and your engine ends up overheating. So just take your time, bundle up, dress warm, just sit in the car, and until it's all. Look, since I've been talking, I've been making this video for 7 minutes, and look, I don't know if you can see it or not, but yeah, see, it's already defrosting. Look at it, you can see the water running off of it. So, you know, and the other thing is, a lot of these newer cars, and I say newer car, this is a new car to me, it's 2016. That's new to me because all my other cars are like super old, early 2000s, you know. I don't buy new cars. But they warm up faster than the old days. In the old days, it might take a car, you know, a half an hour to warm up. Nowadays, they warm up faster so that they don't burn as much fuel to make them more fuel efficient. So, yeah, that's my tip of the for the winter for y'all folks that live, you know, down south, like I say. And some of y'all up more north may not even know this, you know. You know, they get some of y'all got them remote starts, and they're not all set up to be if you have a problem and don't realize you have a problem. So, all right, appreciate you watching. I'm just gonna sit in here. It's all nice and toasty now. I'm just gonna sit in the car and play a video game on my phone while this windows get defrosted, and then I'm gonna see if I can get out my driveway so my wife can go to work tomorrow, maybe. The other thing I wanted to add, which I forgot, and I'll try to stick this in to make the video edit better, whatever. When you clean your car off externally, make sure you clean the roof off. Don't be that person. Don't be that person that doesn't do the roof or the hood. If you do this and let the car warm up, like I'm telling you, the whole hood will slide off in one sheet from the heat of the engine. But the roof, make sure you clear that off, because nothing sucks worse than somebody in front of you driving down the road that didn't clean their roof off, and that sheet comes off and smashes in front of your car. It could cause you to have an accident. I've seen it where people have hit that sheet and broke the windshield out the car. Don't be that person.
clean the whole car off. All right. Now I'm done. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.